Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to the Letheans server play for Test Pack Please Ignore. I am just talking to a new member of the server about how many people are on the server. And yeah, you can read what I'm saying. But yeah, there are about 15 people. Who are currently, whitelisted to play on the server. But it's still very early days, and I expect there'll be some flux about who sticks around, who doesn't. But yeah, you can see that while we were away, some of the other players made some improvements here at the spawn hut, and I added a waypoint to it so I wouldn't get lost. We've got some crops growing. We've got these lovely steps and a new floor. All around some nice improvements. And then, in addition, someone took some of the force gems I got in one of the spoils bags that I received and started working on Dartcraft. I'm just going to show you quickly how they did that. So Dartcraft is a really cool mod that kind of adds some of the feel of the Legend of Zelda games to Minecraft. If you basically craft... I lost them now. There are things called force gems, basically. If you craft them with metal, you'll get force ingots, like this. The force ingots can then be used to make a force rod. And if you right-click on a sapling, or put it in your crafting grid with the force rod, you'll get a force sapling. You can plant those, and that's really the way you get into the mod. I also, as promised, made some progress in collecting some Ars Magica armor. In fact, I made it all. It was really just running around and getting the right ingredients. But I saw some cool things while I was out there, which I'm going to show you in just a second. But the entire reason that I tried to get these pieces of gear so quickly is because last time I played, they each had like a special ability. The boots, for example, would make it so that you wouldn't take fall damage every once in a while. You would just sort of briefly hover above the ground before you dropped to it. This was really useful, and each of them had an ability somewhat like that. The problem is with the new infusion system, where you get experience on your armor and can then use that to give the armor traits. Those traits are infused into the armor, and in fact can be infused into many different kinds of armor. So getting these exact pieces is not really all that useful, which is a shame, but we're not going to let it deter us. We are going to plow ahead, and we'll wear this armor for the time being because it does have the advantage, like I said last episode, that it does not break as long as I have mana. It will use my mana to repair itself. So, I think it's about time we pick a place to build. We don't have a lot. Ooh, that's a nice, cool new door that Freeman just put in there. That's pretty neat. Anyway, Yeah, so Darkcraft, as I said, is the mod that adds these trees, and it adds a lot of really cool stuff that can get pretty powerful, actually. We'll have to see, though, if there are any major changes that I'm not familiar with that somehow negatively impact that. Anyway, I've been playing around. I've been playing around with this Staff of Traveling in combination with my hang glider. You remember we got this, actually we got two of them in that desert temple we found last episode. If I shift and right click with this, it teleports me up. And if I then grab my hang glider, I can hang glide basically forever, because I can just teleport myself higher and then hang glide. So that's pretty cool. Oh, and he's going to get Tinker's Construct off the ground, which is going to be really helpful. That can get us some really powerful tools. And it also includes an ore doubling mechanic. So for every piece of ore we mine, we'll get 2 ingots. Oh, hey. And here even is the very temple I was talking about. Okay. And we get immediately distracted. I am going to dig up some of this sand to help make the smeltery. Then I think we are going to set out in search of a cool place to settle down. I actually think that we've seen some really neat places. Yeah, so there are some really cool there's a really cool biome I saw recently, and I will show it to you in just a moment. Anyway, I'll be right back. This is pretty cool, guys. I'm actually in a cloud looking out over this huge mountainous area. We saw this last episode from the ground. These are gargantuan. Holy crap. Look at this mountain range. It's amazing. Well, as cool as this place is, it is not where we are going to settle. It is a little bit too sterile for my liking. And a slip and fall would be quite unfortunate. No, I am looking for some place a bit greener to call home. And if I recall correctly, it is over this way. Although I have been known to recall incorrectly on occasion. And, like a dunce, I did not actually mark it with a waypoint. Oof, a little lag there. This is a bamboo forest. Pretty cool. It has bamboo, as one might expect. But it's not what I'm looking for. A tainted area. Those, yeah, are dangerous and certainly would be dangerous to us in our current state. We are not well geared yet, although we have stumbled upon a really spectacular means of transportation. I think I must have gotten turned around at some point. Well, not now, I know where I am, but I mean, I don't think I'm heading in the right direction to get to. There's a village I explored previously. I'm trying to find a really awesome rainforest biome that I was exploring after last episode. It's pretty cool. Some sort of dunes, it appears. It's interesting. All of the lag. All the sandy biomes have been appearing together, which I assume is actually on purpose, because it makes a lot of sense. Oh. Here is a really cool looking place. A mystic grove. Huh. And over here must be the rainforest. Cool thing about this rod, well, first of all is the, teleporting, but the way the teleporting works is pretty neat, because it can go straight through blocks. Okay, so there's an orange. I just have to be a little careful because it can also overshoot, and then I'll take some fall damage. If I undershoot, I can also take fall damage. I kind of like this area. The sky is this crazy green, which is interesting. I'm going to take some of these leaves. So the stained leaves allow us. That sapling not only can grow a tree, but it can be used as dye in the place of pink dye. So if we collect all the colored saplings, we will have access to basically infinite supplies of any colored dye we want. Ooh, see? There's a fall. Oh, that is something that I might like to have. We can, I think that's a red sapling tree. Oof. Maybe it's pink again. Okay. Pink is not as important. Red would be nice because I've actually seen kind of not a lot of red flowers, which is of course the normal source of the dye. So this is probably white stained leaves, which we don't need because bone meal is super cheap, no matter who you are. Blue stained leaves. This is, I don't know if this is the place I was exploring previously. I think actually it isn't. We're going to look around a little bit. This looks like it's actually a red stained tree. So I'm going to grab some of these and see if I can't find anything interesting. Otherwise, I'll see you in a few. I made an awesome discovery, guys. Not only have I run across another desert temple that I looted to get all sorts of extra staffs of traveling, but I just found that set of obelisks there. Oh my goodness, and there's another one right over there. We have to hop across. Let's see what's in here. You can find some really awesome stuff in these chests. Okay, I am going to switch that out. There's steel, there's mundane powder, there's nether wart. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to come back with like a backpack because that's some awesome stuff I'm gonna need to collect. This is that mountain that we were on top of for a little while. It's really, really awesome. It's got like all sorts of different nooks and crannies in there. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is actually the biome I was thinking of when we set off. I was thinking this might be where we want to build our base. We're only about 600 blocks from spawn. In this, like, lovely rainforest biome. And that is what I'm talking about. It's like a big floating island naturally here with like that water stream coming out from below. Here, let's just look at this. It's right on the edge of the biome. It might be a little too small, actually. Yeah, that is really cool, but I tend to spread with my bases. I don't think that'll be quite big enough for my needs. Because, I mean, you have to imagine, we're going to have a little bit of everything in our base. We need room for farms, we need room for every kind of machine and altar that is in the game, really. Like, I'm serious. My bases end up extensive. Let's say that, extensive. So, as awesome as that is, I think we're not going to settle there. But this is the kind of range that I would sort of like to be from spawn. Close enough that it's a relatively quick trip, but not, you know, next to the thing. Okay, and Freeman is off for the night. But this will not do. Brown grass. My buildings, yeah, I like to have some natural element to them. So we're going to need to find something that has some like aesthetically pleasing foliage colors. Okay. For the meantime, though, I'm going to drop off this load of stuff here because I can't carry it with me. Might as well leave it for the others. Yeah, so I've got that steadfast drone. Manganese dust is going to be super important in the future. Actually, here we go. Glowstone dust. iridium. Iridium's going to go over here. The one diamond we found. Over here we'll put some of these extra tools. Oh man. And yeah, we found a pickaxe at the core. That's fantastic. Somewhere, okay, here's a bucket of force, the tier. We'll put these saplings in here. Put all this metal we found over here. Thaumonomicons. This builder's wand is a fantastic tool that we don't want to lose. So you know what? I am going to make something right now. We're going to want to keep a personal stash of stuff. Things that we find on our adventures that are just too good to share. We can lend them out, but too good to give to anyone else. Now that's actually a step, so I think... Yeah. Okay, I can put it there and still access it. Let's see if we can find a stick in one of these chests somewhere. Okay, guess not. So, we will label the chest. Awesome. Put our builder's wand, our arcane compendium. And let's see what's in this spoils bag. Okay, division sigil. The oblivion frame is cool if you get into bees, but I don't think we will. At least not at first. Okay. So... there are a couple of things that we found that are just too good to share, as I said. I'm just going to take some of those and put them in our chest over here. Oh, awesome. Someone, oh, that's where the Thaumonomicon went. Someone has been putting all the books we get up here. That's pretty good. You know, that really makes me think that maybe we should stick to spawn. As hard as that is for me to say, maybe we should stay near to other people. Okay. Okay. And one of those diamonds, those emeralds, oh, and the manganese dust. Those are all mine. Of course, if anyone is playing on the server and can make a fair trade, I'll be happy to trade for some of those items. Okay, and the last thing we're going to do for this episode is plant some ender lilies. These guys are interesting crops. They grow very, very slowly. But when they finish, you get an ender pearl. They will not produce additional ender lilies seeds when you harvest them, but if you grow them on endstone, then they will. Anyway, thanks for coming on that kind of roundabout adventure with me. I am going to seriously figure out where we're going to settle down so that next episode we can start setting up, laying things out, and, spreading out, because that's, as I said, one of the things I like to do. But I'll take a look around, figure out, what we're going to do, and have a plan ready for next time. Thanks for watching.